have an introduction queued. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the She Said No podcast. I'm your host, Marco G, aka the Sixth Scale Scoundrel, and I'm here joined by my beautiful and very grumpy co-host, Gigi. Gigi, say hi.
Hi.
Gigi, why are you so upset today? I gotta know.
I feel like you've just been bugging me a lot. You were like going through some growing pains. I feel like
I'm going through growing pains.
Sharing working space has been very difficult, and I feel like everything that you do just annoys me right now. Like that coworker that you just hate.
I compare Gigi to that person that moves in next to a factory and then starts complaining, "Hey, there's a factory here that's making all this noise and has all these sounds." I have been working inside of the main room for 3 years now,
living
room.
Yeah,
basically on the dining room table. I've got another desk that we set up a computer on. Gigi's been in her back office. She's got her whole space to herself. It's been really cold recently, so she decided she wanted to come into the main house, which is perfect. That's why
the internet has been very slow back there, and
go.
I don't have PDF on my main computer because I had to get a new computer, so they haven't installed it yet.
Yeah.
So I have to use our our desktop to use PDF.
So Gigi moved into the main house and she decided, like, okay, you need to be using your headphones when you're on calls, all of the, like a bunch of rules that she's trying to put into place.
Normal stuff.
But it's my space though. That's the thing.
Here, like as a coworker, this is what I hate about you.
Yeah.
Like, why do you answer your phone on speaker? Like, put on your headphones. I bought you new AirPod Pros or whatever they're called for this reason, and it, like, why do you take all of your calls? And he's in the living room, so it's like you have this room, and this has been an ongoing battle because I've complained about this. It's just like, you have this room, use this as your home office, not like the living room. You're taking over like the entire space. You're in the center of our home.
I guess that's the beauty of working from home though, is I get to do those type of things. And
I work from home too though.
Yeah, but you also have your own space.
Okay, but so do you.
Okay, this is getting a little toxic, so let's just... So today we are going to talk some figures and not just bitch at each other, probably most of the time. But there's a lot of things that Gigi, I think, is worked up about here. So yeah, I know. Take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. It's Friday. It's a 3-day weekend. All is well with the world. So Gigi, let's start off with everyone's favorite segment here. And then we'll kind of give some updates on our life because there's some things you want to vent about. But let's talk about ¿Qué significa? Now, I think you've got one in mind. This is where I dropped the ball in preparation. I don't really have one, but Gigi, what do you want to talk about on this segment? ¿Qué significa?
Well, you were
for the uninitiated. Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
But every once in a while, you could do some prep too. You and Dean both just think you could be pretty and just roll up and do nothing. Yes. But so what was your ¿Qué significa this week?
So I was having this conversation with one of our friends, and it's licuado. Mm-hmm. Do you know what licuado means?
Like liquid, right? Like a liquefied. All right, you tell me what it means.
It's a smoothie. But me, English being my second language, I was like, what's the difference between a smoothie? Because I was like, oh, you should have a licuado every morning. And I was like, I don't know how you say it in English. I was like, maybe like a smoothie. But what's the difference between the smoothie and a milkshake? Is it ice cream or is it ice?
Yeah, so I think a smoothie normally would not have ice cream in it, right? And the milkshake was very specifically I think you could, yeah. You could, or like frozen fruit.
Okay. So licuado is basically like you can use any fruit, but normally we use banana and milk, and that's it. Like some people put a raw egg in there, but that's it. I mean, we had that like growing up, and I was like, but it's a smoothie. But I was like, I don't know if Americans put ice or, like you said, frozen fruit. So, Bob Dylan said smoothie is non-dairy.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
What's the liquid?
Well, ice or, I mean, as you blend it, it turns into liquid.
Yeah,
right?
But you can't just have fruit in there.
You could put, yeah.
Wait.
You could...
Oh, no. I'm confusing it again. Wait, yeah. Bob Dylan, do you put water?
We're gonna get to Bob Dylan's other comment here in a second, but all right. So licuado is what though?
I think it's a milkshake.
Okay.
Normally it's banana and milk, but if it's smoothie, it's non-dairy.
We're not a very healthy people though, so I wouldn't be shocked if it's like always has ice cream in it, regardless, right?
No, it doesn't have ice cream. It has milk.
Okay,
but
because
that's
growing up,
dairy.
it was always, yeah. I was like, okay.
But that's a milkshake. A licuado does not have...
This is getting so off the rails. Licuado has milk and
Yes.
fruit
Yes.
and maybe
Normally
chocolate
it's banana.
sometimes,
Yeah,
but not ice cream.
right.
But it is theoretically a shake that has milk
No,
in it,
a
but it is
smoothie.
not a milkshake.
It's a smoothie. That's what
You
I
know
was saying.
what?
What's the difference between a smoothie and a milkshake?
This started off as understanding Spanish, and now it's
No,
just
because
us
I was
understanding
confused.
English.
Well,
Yeah,
licuado
and
is...
I'm even more confused now. Let's check in with the chat really quick as we see if anyone's weighing in on this topic here. We got Tukatri in the house. Uncharted, baby, woo! Woo! There you go. Excited about Uncharted, yes. This is one that I'm waiting to talk to Gigi about.
Is that a video game?
Yeah, casual. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Tiria in the house. Hey, thank you for joining. We got Figurassic Park. Hello. Hey, thank you for joining. We got my brother, Danny Lee. What's up, Marco and Gigi? Danny and I have been chatting recently about some
About
things.
what?
Some things. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Sayful,
It better
Marco,
not be
what's
what I
going on?
think.
Gigi. It is not what you think. Trust me. Bob Dylan. She has to say yes to both. I'm assuming that's the Batman and the Batmobile. We'll get there. It's not a good day. You know, as you've been in a relationship for a while, you kind of learn the right time to ask for things. Today would not be a day to ask for things. I'm the only dummy that would
true.
schedule a podcast today to discuss this with his wife because she's saying no to everything.
Yeah.
We got Calvin, the low-key collector in the house. What's up, y'all? Calvin, love the
What is this
logo.
new logo?
I believe it's a Batman.
Yeah, but it's like a Spider-Man under there. Anyway,
I
go
don't
on.
think there's any Spider-Man in there. Anyways, Calvin, thank you for joining. A live stream ain't a live stream without King Dingaling. What's going on? Thank you for joining. We got Ben Thomas in the house. Hey, friends. Ben never messaged back. I said, hey, Ben, do you want to do a stream today? He read it and then didn't say anything. So, Ben, thank you for joining. Hopefully we can get a stream in here very soon. A guy hits 1,000 subscribers and then you can't get a text back from him, but I'd do the same, so I get it. We got Bob Dylan in the house. I actually have a 1/6 scale violin for just such an occasion. Yeah. It started off a little bit too spicy for my liking. Bob Dylan. Imagine Marco is a walker talker, hard to sit still on a phone call. Totally. I'm like fidgeting with everything. I'm just I'm not good to be around when I'm on a call, but that's the beauty of me having my own space. To have someone encroach on it and then complain.
That's a common area. That's
We're
not
gonna
your
switch
space.
though. We're gonna switch though. I'm gonna go to the back, and guess what? There's gonna be some figures back there too. We're gonna do a whole renovation.
Calvin knows.
Bro, we're always wrong. Calvin, I'm saying, man, there just ain't no way we can win this one. But again, I'm the only dummy to argue with his significant other on a stream. We know who's gonna lose, but happy to entertain you all. We got Red Wolf in the house. Hey everyone, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hopefully lots of you have a 3-day weekend like we do. And thank you for joining, Red Wolf. We got Lane Kramer in the house. Hey, Mr. Marco and Gigi. So my Magic 8 Ball does not see a Batmobile in Marco's future. We will get to that, Lane. We shall get to that. Smoothie is non-dairy, according to Bob Dylan. This is the one that I was deferring on. 2 girls and a cup were lactose intolerant, so smoothies would have been better. Do not recall that. I'm sure that was in the behind the scenes.
Is that a movie?
It is a movie, that is for sure. It is a movie. Calvin,
fruit juices.
There you go. So
okay, so it's very different.
King Dingling saying you can use orange juice or apple juice in the licuado or in the smoothie.
No, not in a licuado. No.
Bob Dylan,
That's
you
not correct.
use natural juices.
Okay.
Oh, that's the 2 girls, 1 cup right there. My God.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
you do
go
not
ahead.
use fruit juices in a licuado. It is only normally it's banana. You can use strawberry. I have not ever used anything else or seen anything else used, but yes, it is. There's no juice. Okay, so it is different. It's not a smoothie, kind of.
All right. Okay. There it is. Lane Kramer saying, so Marco, I'm having to make a choice. I have to decide between my Mark 6 by itself or a new Batman 2.0. I could use some Marco and perhaps Gigi feedback. You know, Lane, I would just say the Batman. So I love Batman and Iron Man both. But this Batman, I think it's a special figure, special property, if it means something to you. Whereas Iron Man Mark 6, beautiful figure. I haven't ruled it out. But there's so many Iron Men. I think I would lean Batman, and I think a lot of other people would. But again, there's no wrong answer. It's whatever you like the best. Gigi, what do you think?
I don't know the difference. What's
Between Iron Man?
Yeah, but what's a Mark 6 if you already, I mean...
I guess we haven't covered it on the show because we already knew your answer. You'd be like,
Yeah.
why another Iron Man?
Yes.
So there's Gigi's answer. Don't get another Iron Man. Get another Batman. There you go. King Dingaling. Or like a frozen strawberry with syrup. Oh, okay, with syrup. That is
no syrup
intriguing.
in a
I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. Let's see. We got Ben Thomas in the house. Danny Lee, geez, Gigi. Boom. Ben said, yes, I did. I said, what time? Ben, go back and check the tape. I replied, but it's all good, man. Sometimes when you're a little bit under the influence, things get by. King Dingaling, my girlfriend makes me sell 1/6 if I buy 1/6.
I like
King
that.
Dingaling, don't give Gigi any ideas. I think
I
that's...
proposed that.
I like
when we
it. I like
started,
it,
and
but
he said no.
I like it, but yeah, I don't know that it's the one for me, but we may get here soon. Lane saying, hey, I have a new apartment and I'm already planning to use an entire wall for detox and perhaps some for shelves for statues too. Congratulations on the move. And Bob Dylan saying, but it comes with a new gantry. Yeah, that gantry is beautiful.
Okay, I have a question. Is the gantry the round thing?
It
like
is,
the
yeah.
stage that he's
It's like
coming
his
out of?
suit. Yeah, it's like the suit up area.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that?
It's okay. I mean, where are you going?
Yeah, we already knew the answer there. All right,
So
so
the space to me.
Calvin saying Marco's a glutton for punishment. Oh, it is a fact. It is a fact. I just I'd rather have Gigi vent in front of you all so you can see how she is, than
not
do it
ashamed.
behind closed doors and I just have to,
I am
to live
who
with
I
it.
am.
You are who you are. So really quickly, as we talk about updates on our life, I want to talk about the Maji cases here in a second, but I wanted to give a shout out to Manny. So actually, let me close this banner here. Que significa? Give a shout out to Manny with Merit Logos for designing our new logo for the She Said No podcast. So the really awesome Easter egg that he snuck in there is on the T. It's basically a figure body with a head ripped off, like Gigi is ripping the head off. So I absolutely loved the design he came up with, and we've used it on the thumbnail and then here as the watermark. So really happy about the logo.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? You didn't notice? We talked
noticed
about
it.
this.
No, I know. You showed it to me, but I didn't notice
Yeah,
that you were using it already. Okay.
Yeah, I have incorporated it in here. So, Gigi, let's talk about the Maji cases really quick. So, like I mentioned, the other wall here, so I've got the detox that I'm keeping. The other wall on here, and I don't have any pictures. I should if I was a good host. I've got my Maji cases set up. So go to our Instagram, check it out there. What do you think of this? Because at first you're like, you're not going to like it. It's going to be too crowded, too many figures. Has it grown on you, or has it lived up to your expectations?
I think it's exactly what I thought. I think that I haven't seen anybody use the white background or whatever, but I think it would look better that way because everything else is white.
Everything else is
the
white.
black, like it just makes it too dark, and that's why I don't like it. I mean, as long as you like it, that's fine. But yeah, I still think you're not gonna love it. I think it's not clean enough for you.
Got it. Yeah, I still think one figure per shelf is my preferred path, but at a certain point, your collection just grows to a size where you got to figure out different display options. I think this is the best option that I can come up with here. I do like it though. Like I've got all my Avengers set up. I've got multiple DC figures and my Star Wars set up. So it's just a different canvas to display the figures. Again, they look the cleanest by themselves, but I'm happy with how it came out. The construction process was. Were you surprised?
I was very shocked, actually.
Yeah.
I did not think you were going to complete this by yourself. I'm very proud of you.
Like I said, though, shout out to Jedi Knights Watch and also 6 Scale Reviews. They've got really great tutorials on how to put these together, specifically the 6 110. So I had those videos on replay and was able to pretty easily, I'd say, put them together. I also had one Maji case before. It was like a statue size one that I bought off Sideshow. So I had a little bit of experience. And then shout out to Calvin, who gave me a call and kind of gave me some pointers. So yeah, it was not as terrible as I thought it'd be.
I will say though, the dust that like for me, it was very entertaining to see you get upset over the dust that was collecting. But whatever you're using seemed to work really well.
Yeah, I found some glass cleaner. I think Graham, Jedi Knights Watch, had mentioned this glass cleaner that worked a little bit better than the other stuff, the acrylic cleaner that folks had mentioned to me. So yeah, got a good clean setup now that I'm happy with. Already out of room here. It's a scary proposition, so we'll see what other solutions we come up with in the future, but happy with how it turned out.
Okay, one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I haven't told you this mainly because I just don't want you to feel good.
Okay, yeah.
And be happy. So
This is a really totally healthy relationship, everyone. I don't need help.
So my sister came over last week, and she like walked in and she was like, "Wow, this is new." And she was like, "Wow, I have to say, like, I really like these displays or this collection." She's like, I would like to and she doesn't collect. I mean, she doesn't collect these things, but she was like, it would be cool to have something like this. She's like, I'd like to have something like this someday, but not at the price.
Okay. Damn, I knew
so she thought they were cool.
I knew I picked the wrong sister. That just confirms. Totally blew it. No, that's awesome to hear, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have had a few folks over, and they've said kind words to it. Now, it's funny. Again, I've mentioned before, my collection is for me. I really don't give a shit what anyone says about it. If they think it's weird, whatever. The collecting is for me. When you have people over, though, like obviously they're judging how you have it set up. I put a lot of thought, effort, and money into it. And so we've had some folks over that say, "Oh, this is really cool." Now, I don't know if they're saying really cool and like, "Oh, that's a lot of fucking figures in this room," which maybe they're thinking. Again, I don't necessarily care, but yeah, I'm glad that you liked it a little bit, and that your sister liked it. So out of 10 pancakes, how many pancakes would you give it?
I don't like it. I mean, I prefer these.
Okay.
I prefer these.
Oh my gosh. All right. So let's catch up with the chat here really quick. Bad Fish is saying he'll have to catch it on the replay. Thank you, Bad Fish. He's saying Marco's definitely asked for forgiveness, not for permission. Lesson to heart. Yeah, it's sometimes what you have to do. Lane is saying, let's see. I think Marco next year, see if you can convince Gigi to do a Halloween as Rise of Skywalker Rey, and then a white Jedi outfit. Oh, maybe Rey. Okay, right.
We thought about that.
Yeah, Rey's right behind your right
ear.
ear. So
I would do that.
We got Cobra's collection in the house. What's going on? Hola, Marco and Gigi. Hey,
Wow,
thank you.
your
Yeah,
accent.
I know.
So good.
Almost roll an R in there for no reason. Let's see. She was great as Wanda, but I think she could pull off a great outfit.
I do like
a Rey
her outfit a lot.
Yeah, I think she could. So maybe next year. Calvin's asking, is the black panel white on the opposite side? You can flip it around. Got to break it down though. So that's actually how I initially planned to do the white background because, like you mentioned, it's reversible. But as I was assembling it, I was like, I think I'm just going to go all black because it just has that kind of like a additional premium look to it. Number one. Number two, all the cords are black. So if you've got the white, it's a lot harder to hide things. And so I just decided to go with the black. I'm happy with how it turned out. I've got a lot of white backgrounds because I have Billy's as well. So I'm like, I have enough ways to display it on the white background if I need to, but sometimes it's just kind of cool to see how different figures look in different lighting and on different backgrounds. So let's see, Zach saying, hi, Marco, Gigi, and Pancake. Hey, Zach, thank you for joining. Red Wolf is saying, glass cleaner, is it ammonia free? That will hurt the acrylic. So it's actually, sorry if I said glass cleaner. It's actually clear acrylic cleaner. And maybe I'll go grab it here in a second. But again, I saw this is what Graham uses. He had really positive words to say. I bought it and it actually worked like a charm. It took off a lot of the dust that I was having issues with. So, and some of Pancake's hair that she's hypoallergenic and she doesn't shed, right? Mm-hmm. She's got like not necessarily hair. So she doesn't shed a bunch for all the hair that she has. But every now and then a little bit will stick to either a black shirt or to an acrylic surface like that. Bad Fish is saying, Gigi just shrugged that one off. Yeah.
So you got to do sometimes.
Let's see. Lane is saying, Ella, I'm waiting for judging. I'm going to get the parents in about 6 weeks since the door to their bedroom has 2 detofs on the side of it. Yeah, you know what? Again, let people judge. Whatever, Lane. If it makes you happy and it's not hurting anyone, if you're being financially responsible, then I say do it. But Zach is saying, can Marco do a slave layout next year? You know, I've put on a little bit of weight and I might be able to pull off the bra. So we'll see. We shall see. Brandon Salad is saying, what's up, y'all? Gotta love Friday streams. Hey, Brandon Salad, thank you for joining. Yes, happy Friday to you as well. Mark P in the house with the new logo. Gigi is saying no in her head. No in her head as you talk, Marco. Yeah, she's always saying no. That's just her starting position is no. So I have learned to live with it. Calvin is saying, can you show off the bottle? Compare it to what I've got. Yes, I'll go get the bottle in a second. We'll probably just have Gigi, run this stream for a minute here. But let's move on to the next segment after we take this. Zach is saying, my man, Gigi sent you some goodies today with Marco's box. Zach, thank you for doing that. Zach has been going crazy with the 3D printing. Love to see it. So he did an awesome base for me and did some things for Gigi as well. So yeah, thank you for doing that. All right, so let's move on to, okay, so we want to incorporate a few different things. We obviously talk very heavily figures here, but when we initially envisioned the podcast, I think it was like a little less 1/6 figure centric because we have a lot of interest. So we kind of wanted to start mixing it up a little bit here, but don't worry, we're still going to have lots of figure talk. So I'm going to start here. Gigi and I recently went out to a nice dinner. Now, we're not going to name the restaurant, but we wanted to start having Gigi judge things that are not just figures. And so I wanted to talk about this experience here because, okay, so we don't go out for like fine dining very often. On special occasions, we'll do it. And Gigi is normally like, okay, this was a waste. We could have had, I don't know, Mexican food for a fraction of the price and been just as happy. So we went out. It was the anniversary of our engagement, and then also we celebrate Valentine's Day a bit early. Went out to we like this place because, okay, it's a little bit on the pricier side, so that's where the tax comes into play. But it's not super pretentious. Like, it feels like you're in the chef's kitchen, basically. Mm-hmm. There's a table that you sit at called the chef's table, I think. So it doesn't feel like crazy fancy, but they've got some nicer things. So I think this is like caviar on chips here, which I don't even recall if I've ever had caviar, but we did the tasting menu. Here's Gigi enjoying her gourmet drink there. Do you remember what you got?
It was the Italian drink that that the whores were drinking.
That the whores were drinking. Yeah. Okay. So I don't remember the drink. And so this was what was this again?
That was a beet salad with I can't remember. I think was that the cheese? That cheese?
Oh yeah, it did have. Oh my gosh, we were failing at this segment. We need to write down details if we're going to talk about this next time. Oh yeah, there you go. So maybe we'll bust out the menu here, and then we got the New York strip to finish it off. But it was like multiple courses where they basically brought you a bunch of things. It was amazing. I ate way too damn much. I wanted to die afterwards, but Gigi, so I just want you to judge this experience overall. Out of 10 pancakes, how many pancakes would you give this experience? Let's see. Go ahead.
Zach said, why the fuck they served you 2 chips?
Okay. That was actually on the house. The server brought it out. All right. Gigi's going to go get the menu, and then we'll swap, and then I'll go get the bottle of the cleaner here. So I also want to say, we're not bringing this up as any type of flex in any way. We're just bringing it out as a conversation starter.
Okay, so you were saying I am very picky with food. I am very, very picky. And so we've gone, before for our wedding anniversary, we went to a really nice restaurant, and because we had a gift certificate that we hadn't used since our wedding, since 6 years ago, and Margot got the steak, and it was it was not great. And it was the steak by itself was $70 or $80, and I was wow, this is trash.
Was it that much?
Yeah,
I don't even remember.
But
it was smothered in some gravy. Okay, so this obviously has a covering on here, but
good.
Way different experience.
Way more tender.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So the chip, I have to say the chip is a house-made chip. It was very good. It was I actually like that. And I don't know, what is caviar? Fish eggs?
Yeah, it is fish eggs. Exactly.
Okay, so that was... But mm-hmm. I don't think you did a good enough job at explaining this. Mm-hmm. So normally, I like pasta or, anything with mashed potatoes, and Marco likes the steak. But they had a tasting menu, which is obviously a little bit more expensive, but you get to try basically everything and then split everything. And I really liked that experience. And that's what I had discussed. Remember, I was I don't mind spending a amount on food or an experience. This would have been maybe one hot toy. And
no doubt about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind spending. You're always oh, it's because it's the money. No, it's not the money. I don't mind treating ourselves to buying, instead of buying one hot toy, you could have a really nice dinner, and it was a really good experience. And I feel like that's better than just staring at a hot toy.
Yeah, well, again, to each their own, right? Zach said one hot toy. Zach said, I'm dying at these photos. Bob Dylan saying, I'm sorry, but you celebrate your engagement after you got married. Y'all are still adorable newlyweds. Mark P. You didn't ask for the mess. That's a great Menu reference. And I think Calvin said, glad you guys made it home safely from the Menu movie. LOL. Yeah. Cram is saying hot toy greater than dinner. Yeah, sometimes, that's, and again, I think that's why we implement the tax though. It's like, we can have that balance, hopefully, right? Where instead of me spending all the money on hot toys, we can do maybe one of these dinners every now and then.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So anyway, back to me. So the reason I really liked the tasting menu is because we got stuff that we wouldn't normally get, like the steak tartare.
Yeah. Okay. So you brought out the caviar, I think, first. The steak tartare was second. Again, we're not very sophisticated people. And when he brought that out, I was like, what have we done? Gigi is going to be so upset. And I saw her look at it like, okay, is that fucking cat food? It was incredible, though. It was so damn good.
But when you're like, I don't even want to look this up. I don't want to know what it is because I'm going to get sick just by thinking about it. But it was really good.
Yeah, it was damn good. Shall we move on, though? We got a lot of stuff that we want to talk about. Did you want to finish reading off what was in that salad, the beet salad?
Oh, yeah. That's the one that has the burrata. It was burrata.
Oh, okay, that was the cheese that was on there.
It was really good.
Gotcha.
I really enjoyed it.
Zach is saying, Gigi, please tell me you got a Baja Blast afterwards.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you go to these really nice restaurants, and then you still leave hungry. It's like, I'm not spending hundreds of dollars to go to In-N-Out afterwards. Like, I'd rather just go to In-N-Out, and get a double-double.
This we were legitimately full, though, right? Like, it was a lot of food.
This was really good.
Anyways, let me go grab that bottle of cleaner really quick. It's just over here. I'm going to mute the camera so everyone doesn't see my crotch. But Gigi, keep talking to them about how the toy tax funds were used for this.
Okay, go ahead. Actually, I don't know because you haven't paid for it yet. So who knows? But anyway, there's something that I want to bring up. So Marco doesn't know it yet. And I don't know when we're going to talk about it. But I feel like I brought up an extra tax on additional, figures that he already has the same character of. What if... Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what if?
Yeah,
go ahead.
What if you get a duplicate character, okay, you have to take me to dinner. Like one of these really nice dinners.
Wait, so am I foregoing paying the tax on the duplicate figure?
Well, no. I want an additional tax on duplicate figures. And you said no. I had said 10%, which I thought was very generous.
You know what?
But now, you have to take me on a really nice date if you get a second figure. So
I hate that idea, first of all. I really don't
take the
like
10%, or you take this.
Mm-hmm. I think no. Okay, so I still haven't decided. I still haven't figured out how to do polls in this. So one of these days, we're going to do one of these. We're going to put up a poll. Really quickly, just wanted to show this off. So this is what most folks use, and this is what I've been recommended, the Novus cleaner. And that works pretty well. This stuff here, though, is clear plastic cleaner. This is really washed out here, but clear plastic cleaner. And I'd say it worked very, very well. So a little bit better than this stuff here, which maybe is a bit more polished, and this is actual cleaner. So the brand is... I don't see a brand, actually, just clear plastic cleaner. So if you go on Amazon, type in clear plastic cleaner, see the one with the blue and the purple, and that should take you home there. So yeah, I was really impressed by this product here. All right, Gigi.
Sorry, I'm cracking up at the comments.
Highlight some of them.
Just everything. Everything's so good.
Oh my God. Okay. Well.
Wait. Oh my God.
Hold on. All right, go ahead. Highlight some comments there.
Oh my God. Why are you taking the camera off? Oh my God, this is bad. All right. So anyway, Took said, I hate it when the food to price ratio is poor in a restaurant. And it's not even there's a ratio, but then also when it's not good, just go around. Go that way.
No, I can't. There's too much.
God. Talk about not being prepared.
See how she gets See how she gets? Anyways, okay. There you go.
Cobra's Collecting said, my girl and I celebrated V-Day at Fogo de Chao, and our total was $375, including tip. It's nice to go out and eat like that every once in a while.
And that's a Brazilian steakhouse, though, so you were getting your money's worth with that. So I appreciate that. It's not cheap, but I know you didn't leave.
But good for you, Cobra.
You didn't leave not satisfied with that. Calvin is saying, I tell my wife that shit all the time. I hate being hungry after a dinner.
It's the worst feeling.
Yeah. It's gotta hit both. It's gotta, if they're gonna try to do something fancy, give me decent portions here. Mark P said In-N-Out. That's right. Oh my God,
is that Mark Pearson or Mark P?
That's Mark P. Gigi, Marco literally couldn't think of one thing I could make you, and he's a bad guy.
Oh.
No, that's why I was like something for Pancake, because Pancake really is her whole world. Pancake's over here crying, and Gigi's ready to just jump off the stream. So let's see. Calvin saying, Mark, I appreciate the crotch shot joke. The meat platter was last week was an accident. Oh my God, Calvin.
Funny.
Just the hits keep on coming, man. Every time I couldn't stop laughing. I was cracking up about that Saturday morning. Tukathri's asking, what constitutes a duplicate figure?
Anything. If it's, I don't care that it's a different Batman actor. That's still Batman. You figure out what you want. Like if it's the same name, then that's a duplicate figure.
Yeah, that's going to be a big time no. Zach saying, I ain't seen taxation like this since 1775. I know, that's like incredibly punitive.
No,
Bob Dylan is saying,
about?
You can't tax army building. It's unpatriotic. Yeah, it's insane is what it is.
I think it's very fair. Or you're going to dinner with me. That's a win-win.
But we do that anyways, and then pull out the okay.
It has to, it has to be like you have to.
Zach was showing me how to hit plus on the live stream chat, then hit polls. Okay, so let me see if I can figure this out here. Gigi, go ahead and keep going through the chat.
Calvin said, added to the cart. Thanks. Oh, that thing. Yeah, it does. It actually, I could tell the difference immediately. And actually, one of the panels, I don't know what they're called, but it looked like there wasn't even a shield thing on it. Sorry, I don't know those words.
I don't know, what were you talking about? 6 scale, what's going on? Marco can't have a Batmobile. Gigi tax comes into play. Well, we're going to talk about that here in just a second. Go ahead and get Ben Thomas is saying, put your lube away, Marco. Yeah, the lubricant for my glass here. Mark Pearson, is Marco not wearing pants or something? No, I just don't want everyone to see a crotch shot. You got to pay extra content for that. That is for a very specific channel that we're setting up here. 6 scale, Marco's on rations. He's spending his clothing money on Hot Toys. It's true. You should have seen the shape of my underwear before Christmas when I was gifted some. It was not in a good spot. Mark P. Marco be wearing them old school basketball shorts. I actually have jeans on today, but you know what? It's, again, don't want to give everyone that content for free. Tukathri saying, the problem is dinner comes out the other end quickly. Hot Toys last for years. Jesus, that is horrific, but you're not incorrect. Calvin saying, couldn't disagree more at Gigi. Duplicates are bound to happen. Keaton, Bale, Affleck are all different Batman. Yeah.
Actions are about to happen.
And they do, though. That's
exactly
the thing. Let's see. Zach is saying, also, my dude, you're almost at 1K too. Got to have a party when you do. Oh, appreciate that, Zach. We're getting there, inch by inch, but we are 3 inches at a time. Yeah, we will definitely throw a party when we're there. Bob Dylan, the time you spend... read this one out.
By the time you spend staring lovingly into each other's eyes at dinner, you could have unboxed 3 figures.
That's right. What is more valuable here? So let us get back. Okay, so like I mentioned, we want to start mixing in some additional things into Gigi's judges. Oh my gosh, my voice just cracked.
That was not a good. You didn't do a good job there, but go on.
Okay, fair enough. I'm open to criticism. No spoilers for Ant-Man Quantumania. We saw it yesterday. Just going to talk at a really, really high level. Not even go into depth about what we liked and what we didn't like. But Gigi, I just want you to judge. How many pancakes would you give it? I would say we're bringing this up because the movie's getting pretty panned critically. A lot of fans are saying, I don't know, odd stuff about it per usual. So what did you think about the film, Gigi?
I don't know what people are saying, but I actually really like this. Ant-Man is one of my favorite storylines. I don't know what you call it, but because it's funny, it's cheeky, and it's not too serious, and I really enjoy that. And I really enjoyed this movie. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, this actor, oh my god, is blown away by him.
Yeah, I would say Kang was incredible. Like, really, really enjoyed the Jonathan Majors portrayal of him. So yeah, I would say like 7.5 pancakes out of 10 is what I would give it. I really enjoyed it more than like Thor: Love and Thunder, which I never necessarily hooked me. There's been other MCU properties where it's just like, okay, I kind of see what they're trying to do, but it didn't grab me. This was just weird enough. I would say like it's like Multiverse of Madness for me, where they just kind of committed to what they were trying to do, and I enjoyed that, honestly. So had a good time, had a few beers in the theater, had some popcorn, left pretty satisfied. So I get it won't be for everyone because it is a bit weird, but
wait, can I? I'm not.
Yeah, go ahead.
I really like the science behind the movie because I think that I don't know if you are part of this, but I think people forget that like these movies are maybe, the audience, there's like a broad audience. It's also for families and like children, and so I really like the science. I want, if we have kids, like I want our kids to really be into science, and I think that this like introduces it in a very cool way.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
It's like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, right? It's kind of like in the vein where it's at, right? That's kind of what those are inspired by.
It definitely had like Star Wars vibes to me. But I really liked it, and I really appreciate the science behind it. And I do have a question though.
Mm-hmm. If it's a spoiler, then
no, it's
okay.
Literally on his face. I kept thinking like there. Okay, so the lines that he has on his face.
Yeah.
Is there like a reason for them?
I would assume that it's from the battles that he had. Again, I don't want to give any spoilers. I would assume that it's like from his past, but it's very comic accurate. So they tried to find a way where they could incorporate those lines like into a real human. So we weren't given a reason, basically.
Okay, so to me, when I first saw that, I was like, oh my God, they're permanent tears. Because he's so sad. Because he can see everything. Okay.
Could be. Could
he knows what's going to happen.
He knows what's going to happen. Yeah, could be. So let's see. Wow. Zach saying, Marco, show us more funny food. For Jurassic Park saying, I like the movie. It was a good start for Phase 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, there was... Also, my expectations have dropped pretty significantly for these Marvel films. So that could be, a product of it. 12-inch Moose Stream. What's going on? We got Commander Green in the house. What's going on, Commander Green? Tukathru saying... So would Gigi be against different King Hot Toys? Well, Gigi, what do you think?
It's a King.
What do you think of him, though? Would you be in favor of me adding the Hot Toy?
Okay, let's not get too excited. Yeah. But his costume is so cool. Oh gosh, I have nothing bad to say about his acting, his costume, like everything was really cool.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was incredibly well done. And the whole time watching him on screen, I'm like, I want that Hot Toys. Like, it was just like kind of a shiny material. If they can translate it well into a figure, I think it'll be an all-time banger. Go ahead.
You know what's sad? The sad part about it is that I thought exactly that when he has this like costume or whatever. I was like, wow, that'd be a cool Hot Toy.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like, it feels like it would perfectly translate. Bob Dylan is saying, I'll take a figure of the Silver Fox, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Kit Bash, a Flashpoint Catwoman. That would be incredible. Another thing I was thinking is Michelle Pfeiffer is still so damn fine.
Was that the mom?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
That's Catwoman.
She was a teacher in one of the movies.
Oh, yes. What is it Dangerous Minds?
That's the one I know her from. Yeah.
With the Coolio. Song?
Oh, I didn't know she was a Catwoman.
Yeah, she was Catwoman.
Okay, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I kept telling JJ, our friend, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. She's like so stunning.
And then our friend was like, okay, it's been 10 times that you said that.
She's just, she's such a baddie.
12-inch Moose Stream is saying, I saw Ant-Man yesterday, enjoyed it fine. Yeah, I think that's exactly how I'd put it. I enjoyed it fine. I walked out. I didn't feel like it was money wasted, which I did feel after Thor. But, they've got so many properties. There's no way that, every film can be for everyone, but it connected with me, honestly. It was a good, goofy time, but then also kind of set up stuff for the larger universe. Six Scale is asking, did you say kids, Gigi, Marco's kids are all stuck in detox? That's right. Yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the kids down to 1/6 scale and put them in detox. So let's move on from the Ant-Man talk. So you gave it 7.5. I gave it 8.
The other way around.
Oh yeah, there you go. Other way around.
Jeez,
Boom.
This stream is such a mess.
I can never keep things straight. We got Dan and or Dre, probably Dan in the house. Michelle Pfeiffer was still
Oh my
hella
god.
fine.
I couldn't keep my eyes off her.
Legitimately. I was thinking that she was kind of wasted in the last film. Like she just should have been the star of the last one. She's an all-time baddie. All-time baddie. Let's talk about Nathan Drake from Unexplored 4, because this is the third-party figure. It's really Uncharted 4. What do you know of Uncharted, first of all?
I think. Okay, so was this the movie Tom Holland was in? Or
That's
no?
the one that Tom Holland was in.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
good
okay.
job.
And it's a video game or something. That's
It
all
is
I
a
know.
video game.
I don't
so
know who this actor is.
There are 4 of them. It's not any actor.
Oh, okay.
People say that it looks like Nathan Fillion is an actual actor, but
okay.
so I think that's why this is really cool. So I'm not huge on the third-party figures. I think the only one that I have currently is the So Toys Gambit. But I feel like for third-party that are not trying to go for realism, that's really perfect for me, because they can make something that looks damn close to the game. So
I mean, that looks really good. Look at that.
really
sweat.
good. Look at the chest hair.
Yeah, look
right?
at the
Looks
sweat.
incredible. So let me show you a picture. So this is really what he's supposed to look like in the game. He doesn't always look this high fidelity, but this is kind of the benchmark that they were going for. So given that this is what he's supposed to look like, and this is the figure they're giving us, what do you think of it overall?
It kind of looks like what's the guy with the dimples? Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez.
bit?
I do not see that at all, but okay. you know who Nathan Fillion is from Big Mouth. The little girl with the glasses, or excuse me, with the braces. She's obsessed with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's everyone basically says,
Okay.
and these are all the accessories it comes with. It comes with a gun, comes with seamless forearms, comes with a really cool base, multiple heads. This is, I want to
much?
say, around $230, which is pretty high for a third-party figure. But what are your thoughts overall of Nathan Drake from Uncharted or Unexplored 4?
No thoughts, because I don't know too much about this property. I mean, it looks cool. I think the chest the chest area, the sweat on the chest and the neck
chesticles?
look really good. I mean, but yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Also,
Go ahead. You haven't given it a score, but you said whatever, and then also.
I mean, it looks good. I don't
yeah.
know if are you saying like, does it look like the guy? I don't
No,
know.
I'm just
It
asking
looks
how
like
many pancakes would you give it?
Oh.
That's it. Just as a figure, you've got all the information possible.
like an 8.
What would you give it?
I think it looks
Okay,
really
8
good.
out of 10 pancakes.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, the sweat thing is really cool. The neck muscles are really cool.
Okay, but also, go ahead.
Oh, like, I feel like when you have figures that have a head sculpt, you know, I get it. Like, you want it to look as close as possible. But when you have them, especially when you have them in these mancha cases, I don't think that you can get close enough like that to be like, oh, this mole isn't there.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time as a community kind of fly specking everything, and at the end of the day, normally it's going to work where it's like, oh, it looks just close enough to the actor it's trying to portray.
I mean,
So
I feel like some of the figures you have behind, like, you have one row and then another row behind, you can't really like tell, or you have them high enough that like you're not gonna look at it like, oh my god.
But they're high-end collectibles, though, so we hold them to a high standard. Commander Green's loving the Mario Lopez. He can't unsee
Right?
that
I
now.
don't know what it is, but there's something there.
Mark P is saying, no way Gigi says no to this. No, so this is one. So I've been saying for a while, sports figures and video game figures in 1/6, we need more of. So this is a project I had to support. Talking with Joao, he was, saying that it's probably not going to come out for 3 years. That's really this company's MO, right? It's Lim Toys, who did the Arthur Morgan. So I'm thinking I've got a while, even if it comes out at the end of this year. I'm all for it because I love this series of games, played all 4, beat all 4, and I think it looks great. So for me, this is an absolute must. Okay, Gigi, so let's move on from Nathan Drake and let's go to the Batmobile here. So this, you know what, actually, we're going to come back to this. Gigi. This will be our main topic. Let's start with.
We're not at the main topic?
No, not yet. We got 2 more. We got 2 more left here.
I feel
Actually,
like this is not a good stream.
Wow. All right. You never like any of the streams, anyways.
Last time was fun.
You're not having fun today?
It's just.
Well,
Go ahead.
your whole vibe's off. So
It is.
yeah, I should have just called it today. But anyways, so 89 Batman, Michael Keaton, Batman. What do you know? What do you know of this Batman?
He probably says, I'm Batman.
He does say I'm Batman. That is true.
This is a very funny figure for just the pout. Where the pout thing is just very funny to me. This is obviously very old school, so I get it. But like this other Batman that you have, the shiny one, it's just very like, I mean, I know it's accurate, like screen accurate or whatever.
It's just stylized,
it's like very
right?
stiff. And I don't love that. I don't like this Batman that you have, the stiff one.
So she's talking about the Val Kilmer Batman Forever Batman, who doesn't pose a lot, and I just have him kind of in a museum pose, but I think he looks beautiful, honestly. Like, I'm extremely happy with how that one came out, and even if this one isn't super posable, now I know they've got a new body, I still think it's going to be great. So, okay, Gigi, overall thoughts on this 89 Batman. The community is very excited for this one.
I don't love it.
To give you some more background,
it looks good, but
this guy is a grail, right? Or considered a grail for most, because they haven't released, this figure for a while. And so people are very excited that it's coming out again, or they're very disappointed that it's a reissue of something that should have been sacred. Yeah, so one way or the other. Six Gale saying, if you think Batman is stiff, you ain't seen Robin. I actually have Robin right next to him.
Yeah, I don't like either of them.
Yeah, I think
they just look like toys.
Ezra Nunez in the house. Hello, Marco and Gigi.
Wow,
New to the
you
channel.
said Nunez. Good job.
Oh,
I was
loving it so far. Hey, thank you so much for joining here and for the kind words. Okay, Gigi, tell me what you think of this.
It makes me laugh because like his mouth, the pout. That's what I write. That's what it's known for. I don't like this. I think it looks good. It also, I have like a lot of questions. Like, does he wear makeup underneath? Like, why is it so dark under his eyes? It looks like makeup.
So I think the Pattinson Batman was the first Batman we really saw with the eye makeup. But yeah, that's 100% what you'd have to do. Is you'd have to have either a second mask, which isn't the case, or eye makeup. So that's what he would have.
Yeah, I don't like this. I mean,
what do you think of the base?
Oh God, I don't like bases. I like, okay. The one that you have, which is what?
Val Kilmer, Batman Forever,
it's a different
Batman.
Guy.
Theoretically, it's tough
guy.
Because as they continued on the series, it's supposed to be the same Batman theoretically, but they just had a new actor.
Okay, so why did you get that guy instead of this guy?
This wasn't announced when I got this, number one. Number two, the Val Kilmer Batman I grew up on.
Okay.
Right, Batman Forever came out when I was hyped as hell when I was a kid. So it's kind of that nostalgia bait for me.
Which one? That one.
Both of them, but specifically the Val Kilmer.
Okay. Yeah.
This Batman's a little bit before my time, but I still grew up on a bunch of the memorabilia and still, enjoy these films, but it's not necessarily my Batman. I'm a little bit too young for this to be specifically my Batman.
If I had to choose between this one and the one you got, I'd choose this one because that one looks very plasticky. But in the same token, I just don't feel like this would be a good one. It's just very stiff. And I get that that's how it was in the movie because he couldn't move his neck. I think Mark Pearson said.
Yeah, he couldn't turn his head in the movie, so you shouldn't expect much. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those that's going to be straight up and down. But if you had him next to a really nice accessory, which we'll get to in a second, it could look even sweeter. So, all right, so tell me how many pancakes do you give this Batman?
I think it looks really good. I think I'll give it let me see it one more time.
Oh, you want to see the full blown? Okay.
I think the pout makes me laugh, so I'm gonna give it
that one right there.
Yeah,
but look, he's got multiple faces. You don't have to go forward with that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's like a pro for me. But I'm gonna give it a 9.
You mean
I think
a con for you?
No, I like it. I like that it makes me laugh.
Oh, you like the pouting face? Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna give this a 9. I think it's really good. I could hear the
I'm Batman.
Well, the freaking stiff cape kind of like rolling out. Also, it makes me think of Ben from Parks and Rec when he buys this costume.
Oh yeah, okay, there you go. All right, so you said 9.
Yeah,
pancakes.
I think it's like,
wow.
I could smell it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh, I feel you on that. All right, so let's go to this one here, and this is kind of the main topic here, because I want to discuss with Gigi. We talked about the DeLorean. She said, "Why the DeLorean?" This one's even bigger. And to give you some background on my Batmobile journey, I had the Tumbler on order decided, it was going on pretty deep discount, so decided to cancel, and I'm waiting for a current deal on that. Gigi was never in favor of the tumbler. But Gigi, what do you think of this design of this Batmobile? Really iconic, Art Deco, like really cool, streamlined Batmobile. How do you feel about this one?
It seems very inappropriate.
A little phallic, in your opinion, or what?
Don't use words that I don't understand, first of all.
Does it look like a penis?
Yes. I don't like that. I can't unsee that, and I don't like it. Also, the first picture you showed me and the second look very different. Yeah.
Oh, because they have the foreskin pulled back on the.
Stop!
I mean, the ceiling pulled back.
Oh wait, let me see.
See, and then boom.
Oh, okay. I was saying more on the front. What is it made of?
So it's like the back's awesome, right? Like it's just a really cool.
I don't like the front.
You don't like the front, okay? Mm-mm. The front is like extremely iconic. Yeah, it's just a really cool design.
I don't like this. I feel like, how big is this?
Well, if you can convert centimeters here, I know I sure as hell can't, but approximately 40 centimeters wide.
Okay,
100 centimeters long.
At all for this. I don't like this. I feel like it's a toy. I feel like I can find this at the thrift store in a smaller scale too. Because why would you want? Yeah. I just really don't understand, and nobody has given me, other than our idea of putting like a clear tabletop over it and make it a coffee table. Yeah. I really don't understand the point of.
Well, look how it elevates this figure right here, right? Like you could have. Why do you think it doesn't?
Are you gonna have a cave behind it? No.
Damn, now you're talking. Actually, that would be... Come on, Hot Toes, give us the cave here.
I don't like it. I don't like the vehicles.
Mm-hmm. They're just too big. They take up too much space, in your opinion.
Yeah, I just don't see the point.
So I will say for $715, it feels pretty reasonably priced.
That is cheap.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. So, I know. It's practically like they're giving the damn thing away.
Yeah.
I think it's just a beautiful looking vehicle. It could elevate your Batman 89 figure. Just look at that. Like, just that display alone.
Where
is
would
incredible.
you display that, Marco?
If I were to get this, I would probably have to get another Maju case, and it probably wouldn't go in this room. It would probably have to go when I, move all my stuff to the back room. Since you're not using your damn office anymore, I might as well reclaim that and put all my Hot Toys back there. So that's where it would go, honestly. What are your thoughts on that? I
don't like it. I legitimately like some of them like, okay, they look cool. I don't think this one looks cool.
Okay.
I think
you just don't like the design of it overall.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I think that's where we'll differ, and a lot of folks will differ because it's an iconic design and people love this.
But all I'm looking at is like that, and I can't. No, the back looks cool.
You just see a dick when you see it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're not like it's not phallic for sure. Mark Pearson is saying, think I'm getting this Batmobile. This is my DC. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, this is their DC. Danny Lee is saying, you should get this Batmobile. Danny, we'll talk. Ben Thomas, oh my God. Mark Pearson saying, this has me stiff as that figure. No joke. Blackbird Tech in the house. What's going on, Blackbird Tech? Tukathru saying, it was 1989. Everything was phallic back then. Yeah, and I think everything's still phallic today. They're just better at hiding it. Blackbird Tech is saying, best Batmobile ever.
I feel like it looked a lot better in the cartoons.
Well, so I would say the cartoon is very much inspired by this version of the Batmobile.
I know that. I could see that.
Yeah.
But I don't like this one. The front, it's the front.
You just don't like the little nub?
And I
the
also
little nipple sticking out of the front? It's a rocket, first of all.
Okay, but look how I don't like like that. It looks awful. It looks bad.
What do you mean awful?
This portion right here, like this whole portion right here.
Let me go back here so you can point to it.
Looks no good.
Okay, point to it.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like... this is no good for me.
Okay.
The back looks really cool.
Well, I guess Gigi will not be getting this Batmobile, but your boy, he might be. We'll see. 12-inch Moose Stream. If Gigi doesn't like the price, tell her it's way cheaper than the Jazz Inc. version. Yeah, we're not even going to touch on that one because that is the ultra premium
How big is that?
version.
Show me with your hands.
The Jazz Inc. one is actually even bigger. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I can't measure out 100 centimeters.
That big compared to the figure.
It's pretty massive, I think.
Mark said, okay, yeah.
Tukathru, I feel like Gigi needs to watch Batman 89.
I have watched it.
Maybe,
I have watched it.
Maybe we'll do a rewatch,
I like
honestly.
it. It's just I think that the mobility in a lot of the figures that you have is what makes them cool. And I don't like the stiff the stiff ones.
The ones that are basically like a
yeah,
statue.
like I don't
Okay,
like those.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah. I like
Brandon
the
Salad
movement.
saying Stiffen couldn't turn his head. Yeah, that's just, I mean, it's perfect.
How could he fight? I
It's
mean,
perfect
somebody
to the
just came
film.
from behind and he'd be done.
Wow, yeah, coming from behind. Mark Pearson, divide by 2.54. This is spoken like a true contractor here.
So about 16
So about 16 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, not terrible, right?
That price is not great for that size, I feel like.
I feel like it is, but anyways, Calvin, the hate is strong with this one, Marco. I know, man. I wish that I tallied up how many times she said I don't like it, without giving much reason. Well,
What
she
is
did.
better?
She just
I
doesn't
don't
like the
it,
design.
or I don't care.
FBJ in the house, what's going on? Would Gigi like the Batmobile better if it was the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman next to it? Damn, actually,
That is my girl.
now you're talking.
I feel like if they cut it in half, the Batmobile, the Batman Mobile, and then you could pose it like against the wall and then just show the back. I think that would be cool.
Like a diorama piece. Actually, that's
Yeah.
not a terrible idea. If you could buy half for half the price, I think a lot of people would do that.
Because I think the back looks
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
Than the front.
Yeah, a modular version. Okay. You might be onto something.
Oh my god.
Took out there saying, "Wow, Marco making moves on the rest of the house." Yeah,
We
I think
have had many conversations this week about that. We have not come to consensus.
so. Gigi's almost done with law school, right? And once she takes the bar, she'll have a need for an office, but it won't necessarily need to be like her sanctuary, like it is now. So, we'll see how we redivide the rest of the house. But maybe I just create my own sanctuary back there. We talked about knocking down a wall. I can put in my 77-inch OLED that I desperately aspire to have.
I feel like you should have a streaming place because I hate when you stream here and like
Let the hate flow
3
through you.
hours, 3 hour streams should not happen. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Sometimes,
2.5 even
sometimes
is
new
too
people
much.
come on and you just get reinvigorated.
It's just like, I don't even like to spend 3 hours with my friends. Like,
Yeah.
3 hours is way too long.
Gigi is very much an introvert, so her social battery runs low very quick. Very, very quick.
So I would like for you to be somewhere else when you're streaming because when he's streaming inside the house, like I can't, like you're ridiculous. Like I can't turn on the heater because there's like noise happens. Like you're in a house. Like just get
Yeah,
used
no,
to
it would be really nice to have my own dedicated streaming space. So something that, we're working on. We'll see. 6 Scale saying, Marco, didn't you know this takes batteries, but the Pattinson Batcycle is USB powered, which I find strange. If they make the Pattinson Batmobile, it has to be USB. Yeah, I think because they're reusing the mold on this is the only reason why it's not USB powered. Now, that could change with the final release. I don't think we should expect it, though. So I think that this is just one that they're getting out. They know they have competition. They're able to re-release an 89 Batmobile, kind of capitalize on the renewed popularity of Michael Keaton for the Flash film. So I think they're just kind of pushing this out. Now, I hope they make improvements, but again, we can't necessarily count on it. 12-inch Moose Stream. I'm getting the Jazz Inc. 89 Batmobile. Jazz Inc. Batwing arrives in March. Holy cow, that's going to be absolutely incredible. Would love to see your display because those are some monster pieces. So really curious to know how you're going to display this, but congratulations. That's incredible. Danny Lee is saying animated is the best Batmobile. Yeah, I love the animated, honestly. Mark Pearson, the animated isn't circumcised. That's awesome. Tukathri, it's a turbojet engine noise cone. Oh, there you go. Okay, so yeah, actually, now that you've said that, I totally see that like from the wing of a plane. He knows his planes. So Ben Thomas saying, giving said 700 is cheap. She's becoming one of us. One of us.
You have to
Yeah.
say it right. One of us.
There
one
you
of
go.
us. But I said not for 16 inches. That is too much for 16
Wow,
inches.
it would be more than enough for 3 inches. Danny Lee, maybe Gigi would prefer Star Wars
Danny.
vehicles like a cockpit.
Don't start.
So that's what Danny and I have been talking about. Yeah, we'll maybe dedicate another stream to that. We'll pull that up. But yeah, Danny, you're on the do not fly list in our house. But you know what? You're cool in my book. Let's see. Anthony Anderson, what's going on? Hey, thank you for joining. Brandon Salad, question: 4K projector or 4K OLED? I do have a 4K Samsung projector that we have in the bedroom. That was kind of a compromise that Gigi and I came up with a long time ago. The blacks are not super rich on it though. So I would say if you can go OLED, go OLED. Obviously, you're not going to get as big of a picture. But if you can do like 65 to 77, I think they've got 82 now as well. I would go with that all day. I think the OLEDs still kind of have a weakness on the near black stuff, or like the gray, you'll kind of see the banding. But for the most part, OLED is just such a beautiful picture. I would go with that pretty much over everything. Calvin Tukathri saying, Gigi, if he streams somewhere else, how would you be able to pop in and wave? Yeah, it's true. She still would find a way, Tukathri. She still would find a way. We got Andreas IB in the house. Hey, all. Hey, Andreas, thank you for joining.
Everybody's getting new little pictures.
Yeah, spring cleaning over here. Ezra's saying, if Marco gets the Batmobile, that's
Ezra,
2 dates in a row for Gigi.
I think that's what he should take. 10%. I feel like it's going to happen. 10% or a date. Like, you should be taking me out on dates. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I should.
So then why don't you just say yes?
And we do go out on dates. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. So I'm going to agree to it.
Okay,
it's fine. Everyone, I'm getting the Batmobile and I'm taking Gigi out on 2 dates.
That's
That's the deal. We're going to put it up to a vote next time. So, So Zach, thank you for the pointers on that. I wasn't able to pull it up on my phone, so I think I've got to have YouTube open on my computer, which I don't currently have. So we shall figure it out for the next stream. 12-inch moose stream. Hanging Batwing on the wall after I find a moon backdrop. That's incredible. Looking forward to seeing that. We got Lemur Hernandez in the house. Hey, everybody. Hey, thank you for joining. Tukathri saying, Gigi, Marco needs an 82-inch OLED. It would benefit both of you. Tukathri, you're not wrong. And so, it's always been the plan. We've got a few...
What's been the plan?
When I moved my collection to the back was the plan. I would get an updated OLED. So right now I've got a 55-inch. I'm sitting pretty close to it, so it works, but it's not an 82 for sure. So we have friends who have an 82-inch QLED, and it's a game changer. So I desperately want that. Also, I don't think we have $5,000 in the budget for it currently, but maybe someday. Mark Pearson, yeah, I agree, Marco. The projector is good for gaming, but not watching movies. Yeah, it's good in certain instances, but if you're gonna want those really rich blacks, I think there's nothing like an OLED.
I just don't get it. Like, Marco's like, when he got his OLED, he was like, do you see the blacks? I was like, it looks the same.
Yeah, Gigi's just, again, the ultimate hater.
How dark can it get? I don't understand.
Brick Artemis in the house. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Oh man, that Batmobile is sick. Hey guys. Yeah, I'm glad that you're joining in on the positivity of the Batmobile, whereas Gigi, not as sold on it. To each their own, but she is wrong.
Picture.
Right?
So cute.
I'm going to have to show you their channel. Really, really cool stuff. Anthony Anderson, LOL, I have no law education myself, but work with people who do. There you go. So you know how tough those attorneys can be to argue with, but she's not there yet. Just kidding. She's not there yet, but yeah, I think when she's a full-blown attorney, I'm going to have an even harder time. Red Wolf is saying, I have a 77 LG C1 OLED. It is gorgeous. Marcos, the banding is from 8-bit versus 10-bit and higher. Red Wolf, okay, so maybe that's really the thing then, is if it's like lower bitrate content. I've noticed it on like 4K Blu-rays though, but also my OLED is a bit older, so maybe this is something they've addressed a bit more. We've got Commander Green in the house. Marco, I stepped away for a minute. Did you tell Gigi that you need to order a Moja case now so it will be there in time for the Batmobile? I didn't mention that, Commander Green, but yeah, you make a good point. I would probably need to order it now. That being said, Brian is saying that they're, tightening up their windows. So I think if I end up pulling the trigger, it would be for the end of 24. So probably like early 24, and just to make sure it's here by the end of 24.
What's here?
Another Moja case, like one of these, but a size that would fit a Batmobile. Another thing that I'm thinking.
Wait. You're not serious, yes?
Serious as a heart attack.
Wait, yeah. You think you're getting this?
I think so.
Marco, no.
I think it wouldn't come out until 2024, Marco. So we got plenty of time.
Marco.
I will say so. Another thing I was thinking of was, what is it? Costa Pop Culture Living Room And Posing with Peter, they've done the garage shelf conversion, which is a little bit outside of my, let's see, my skill level. Oh, Gigi's fuming right now. But I think it would be perfect for vehicles. So if I'm going to go down with a few Batmobiles.
You're not.
You know, the guy who's playing against Michael Jordan, he's doing the shrug.
No.
We got Christian Lopez in the house. What's good? Christian, just getting chewed out over here. He spilled some secrets, but you know what? Love it. Very black. Very, very black. That's right, Ben Thomas.
Oh, no.
To K3. Trust me, Gigi, my wife was reticent as well. But once I got that OLED, you will never go back. To K3, that's the problem though, is I already have the OLED and she already said she can't see a difference. Maybe at 82 inches she'll be able to tell, but at 55 she was like, it looks just like what you had. Before that, this is kind of like, when I look back, like, damn, I had my PS4 hooked up to it. It was like a 42-inch Sony LCD screen that we had mounted. And then when I got the OLED, I was like, this is like night and day. So to be able to, you know, take the next step, I'm hoping to in the near future. 6 scale. If Gigi could have one hot toy, which one would it be?
Okay, I have a new one. Mm-hmm. I think I would want the wasp, but the mom.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a big Michelle Pfeiffer fan.
So in love with her.
You're simping for Michelle Pfeiffer.
So beautiful. I just kept staring at her. I was like, oh my God, is that how you feel when you look at me?
Some days, yeah. Some days.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
She was very beautiful.
She's an absolute baddie. No doubt about it. Blackbird Tech is saying, Gigi has spoken. Yes, she has. But you know what?
Marco, no.
Go ahead. I'm going to solo you here for a second.
Just why? Why? Please, we'll talk. But nobody, you don't need that. And look, I'm so red. I'm so upset right now. Stop. You're not getting it.
Sounds like a maybe to me. It sounds like a we'll see. But you know what? If I were to have put a pre-order already, it would have been with the really low
like this one.
down payment. But is it your collection or my collection? Come on.
If I have to see it.
That's why it'll be in the back with my 82-inch OLED. Yes, of course I'm going to pay a tax on this.
And 2 dinners.
Of course, 2 dinners. Whatever you say.
I hate this. No, I hate this.
She cannot come to terms. 12-inch Moose Train. Marco knows that he is getting that 89 Batmobile. It's just too much of a banger.
It's
and the
not.
the price to, you know, display impressiveness is just off the charts. So Joe Nava in the house, let them fight. Yeah, I've been getting torn up today.
Oh my
torn
gosh.
up. Corpus Collection,
so
the voice
good.
of God just came out. Yeah, she's channeling her inner exorcist. We're gonna need a Olympia over here real soon here.
Oh my
baby boy in the house.
God.
Oh man, I'm late to the party. Oh, all good. Thank you for joining here.
You did not miss anything of importance.
Nothing important. There's never anything important on here, baby boy. But thank you for joining. Mark Pearson, totally agree, Gigi. Mark, first of all, what are we agreeing with? That I don't need it, or
it looks like I could find this at a thrift store.
Tell you what, this isn't coming out until the end of 24. If you can find me a 6 scale Batmobile at the thrift store, then I will not get this.
Why don't you just wait until they make the animated service, the animated?
They don't do Hot Toys doesn't do animated though, so probably not going to happen. Got to catch my breath. It's exhausting getting beat up over here, taking some body blows like Michael B. Jordan. Payden 23 in the house. What's going on, Payden? Love the look at the Michael Keaton Batman right there. You missed it. Boom.
Okay, that's the one with the pout. Yes.
This is his Batmobile. Is that the guy with the breathing problems? Ben Thomas. I wish Shauna laughs when she gets this upset. Oh wow. So if she's not laughing, then. Ooh, I would not like to see an upset Shauna. Danny Lee, Gigi is going to get a weekend getaway over this Batmobile. Yeah, maybe, honestly, Danny. Maybe, but we'll see. Tukathree confirmed, Gigi allows Marco to get a future in art Pfeiffer Catwoman. Yeah. She would be all in on that. The day that drops, we're going live. Even if she's studying for the bar, I don't care. So everyone, we're going live. That's right. Ben Thomas, I had to buy her a $200 pink toaster once to make up for my figure purchase. Life is all about balance. Was it the
retro looking one, Ben? I think that one's really pretty.
I haven't seen it, but life is all about balance, Ben. Mark Pearson, this isn't a sober conversation, Marco. You got to butter her up first.
Didn't
Yeah.
give me a drink, nothing.
I know. It is the middle of the day and we're both going back to work here soon. So the drink wasn't an option, but I should have just waited till after hours. 6 scale. Marco, not to panic you, but this will waitlist faster with the new sideshow rules. 6 scale.
How can I ban people?
I will just let you know. I do have a pre-order for this. It is with not a reseller, with a retailer, I believe would be the correct classification, that has no sales tax and then also a limited shipping cost. He kind of tacks on a bit more to the overall price. But with a certain promo code, I was able to knock down a little bit of that. So he only required $25 down. So this is very much an ask for forgiveness purchase. Because $25, if Gigi, kicks me out of the house, then it'll be my Batmobile and myself, just, wherever our next place is. Mark P, collect that tax. Let him have it.
It doesn't even look good. It does not look good.
And I think that's where we fundamentally disagree, because it looks beautiful. It's a
if
grail
you
piece.
cover the front, it's fine.
No, it's a jet engine. Come on. It's a beautiful design. We'll have to watch some behind the scenes. Mark Pearson, Michelle Pfeiffer, yeah, absolute baddie. Commander Green, don't worry, Marco. I just said a prayer for you. Please light a candle, say a prayer, whatever you can do. I'm toast after this stream. Brandon Salad, don't fall into the hype, Marco.
Brandon.
Listen to Gigi, please.
So much sense.
Brandon Salad, I appreciate you, playing devil's advocate there, but it's not even necessarily the hype around it in the community. It's just, I love Batman. I love Batmobiles. I wanted a 1.6 Batmobile. I still haven't given up on getting the Tumbler. And this would look really good next to it.
Is that the bulky one?
It's the one from Christian Bale's Batman.
I don't know. Is that the bulky one?
It's the thick boy.
They wouldn't look good next to each other. They're so different.
For the next stream, I'm gonna pull up a display that has multiple, kind of Batmobiles and 6 scale vehicles in there, and it looks beautiful. I think people have some really great displays that way. So, Mark Pearson read that comment at a bad time. That's awesome. 12-inch Moose Stream, let Mondo make an animated version. Yeah, actually, a 6 scale Mondo.
Lord, thanks.
But that would probably be like $1,200. Mondo's pretty pricey for what you get, so we shall see. Yes, it was a Smeg one. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that sounds.
It's like a vintage looking one.
Dirty.
It looks really cute.
Red Wolf. Where are you putting this 809 Batmobile at? Like I said, I'm kind of brainstorming a few of the ways that I could display. It definitely wouldn't fit in this room, though, so would have to be creative for sure. Danny Lee, bring you and that Batmobile over here. Yeah, come on, Danny. I'm just gonna move in. I should probably just move in anyway. So please make room for me. I'll be over on Sunday if that's cool. Red Wolf, what up, Danny? Let's see, Peyton 23, 89. Batman without the Batmobile is like peanut butter without jelly. Exactly. You've got to have that Batmobile.
Marco eats peanut butter sandwiches or peanut butter toast every single day without the jelly. He'll be fine.
Today I did have it with some jelly though. I did. Tukathru saying, once you watch 89 Batman, Gigi will change her mind.
I think
we need to do a rewatch.
You've seen it before. It's not the movie. I like the movie. It's just this. I just don't like this style.
Yeah, we can't win them all, can we? So, I think with that, I've been pretty beaten up today. I don't know that I have the stomach to just continue to take this harassment.
This was no fun for me.
I'm disappointed that you didn't have any fun, because I had a blast getting smashed over here. So next time maybe we'll talk a little bit about Gigi's rewatch of the 89 Batman. We didn't get to Bane today, so we'll have to chat with her about Bane next time. And there are plenty of other ones that I want to talk to you about, but I think you're plenty mad already. I don't need to add any more fuel to the fire. Gigi, anything else that you want to tell these lovely people that have joined us today?
No, that's it.
Oh,
Sorry for wasting your time.
An apology. We're just putting an apology at every single episode. Tukathru, does that mean Gigi doesn't I like
love
Burton?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
She really does,
director?
Yeah. She really, really does.
Is he the one that also did the Wednesday?
He did Wednesday,
I really like that too.
So he executive produced and then directed a few episodes.
It's the style of it's the design. I don't think it looks
It's
good.
totally okay to be wrong. It's totally fine. But, a future attorney obviously would not admit when they're wrong. So she's going to die on this hill, everyone. 6 scale. Marco, wait until the N1 Starfighter comes out.
Oh, God.
Honestly, if I had a 6 scale vehicle display, that would hopefully be a part of it. But it's going to be massive. So, yeah, Gigi's going to, throw a fit over that one. Andreas laughing here.
I'm not even going to go there.
Commander Green. Marco, I only have a few...
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
figures outside of my
okay.
Star Wars collection, but I feel the Batmobile and Batman are a must for me.
I'm saying, right? It's kind of a transcendent
At
release.
least he does cool things. Commander Green does.
Oh, in terms of the
he's probably going to take
photography?
a really cool picture of it.
Well, didn't we say we're going to get you a macro lens and we're going to have you...
I would never photograph that thing from the front.
Wow. You hit it from the back, though?
Oh my God. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's end this before.
So thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Gigi, do we have anything else coming up on the channel?
I don't think so.
Okay. We should have an episode of the Bargain Bin Bros coming up here very soon. I will say tonight, LWO on P-Rock's channel. So join us at 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern time. Go ahead, Gigi.
Oh, Universal said it could be worse. It could be the Bat Missile version of the Batmobile. I don't know that I know what that looks like.
We're going to show Gigi here after the stream. So with that, we will be back hopefully next time. And I'll let you know what Gigi thought in between the show. Let's see. Ben Thomas, love you guys. Have a great weekend, everyone. Hey, thank you, Ben. Appreciate you jumping in here. Calvin in the house. Dope stream, y'all. Thank you, Calvin. Commander Green. Come on, Gigi. Marco is really buying these figures for you to take photos. I'm saying.
No.
Time for you to step your game up, Gigi.
Okay, are you going to buy me the lens?
Maybe, or maybe we can use the tax money on it.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay, all right. Well, a conversation for another stream. And with that, Gigi, would love if you would take us out.
Bye.